Hey everybody, so we're back at Engineer's Line. I did the first half of the maze, of the Minotaur maze, which took me a little while to find, by the way. Did the first half of it to save a little bit of time. Mostly, holy crap. I don't know where these guys are coming from. There was nobody here a little bit ago. But anyways, so, what was I saying? I did the first half to save a little bit of time, and we got a bunch of loot and stuff, but nothing too ridiculous. I mean, some of the key items were a bunch of different armors, which I don't think is better than what I got. And they messed up the durability on this stuff too, so you can't actually use it. So I'm hopefully going to be able to melt it down and maybe use it for something else. Scrap it for parts. And the maze map focus was important, and this thing's supposed to be important, but I don't know what it does. Charm of keeping, I can only imagine that it does something that lets you keep stuff, like your inventory or something. Which this already has keep inventory on, so it's not that big of a deal. Well, the gravestone mod, but might as well be the same thing. And then I gathered up a bunch of maze blocks too to kind of like have some building materials. I kind of think the maze blocks are pretty cool. Oh, there he is. Come here. Unkillable maze slime. Unkillable, huh? It was unkillable to me. Holy crap. What did I get into? Okay. So it looks like we're pretty safe. Now, I pretty much decided that I'm going to try to kill the Minotaur, gather up as much of the loot as possible, and then I think I'm going to head back and unload stuff, and depending on what time it is, we might check out, like, how far I got in refined storage, or kill the dungeon boss for fun. Alright, right now we're kind of going with loot and stuff. I don't know what it takes to make... I don't know what it takes to make the map focus for this floor of the thing, but I think we're going to check that out too. I hope it doesn't take one of those raven feathers, because it's the only thing I don't have. That's simple enough. So I think this gives you a map of the maze, of whichever floor of the maze you're on. So I take this, and I take 8 pieces of paper. Then we can go ahead and make it. One of the reasons I want to go back soon is because my inventory is getting full, and I'm starting to make decisions like, oh, I want to get rid of this because I'd rather have that, and then I'm like, well, I'd rather just have all of it. So, that's that. Okay, that's kind of cool. So we're just going to throw this guy in our offhand so we can see what's going on and still defend ourselves. What is it? Is this the whole, like, am I on the wall of the maze already? Like, I think I'm already, like... I think I'm at one edge of the maze, which is kind of cool. So I guess we'll go... If I can kill a freaking spider. Okay, I guess we'll go this way. There's nothing really too dangerous here. The fire bugs are kind of a problem. But I mean... Did I kill it? I guess I killed it. Oh, I think this is the boss. Which that's pretty quick. I'm not ready to... Let's do a little more exploring and see if we can find any more loot. I guess we probably shouldn't. Guess we should probably just kill the boss. Get it over with. As I'm continuing to loot. So we can Yeah, I guess we can kill the boss and then take a little look around, because we're 5 minutes in and we're already pretty much done. This ain't the boss. Oh, there he is. He's tough. I don't have any food on me. Okay. Oh, that was easy enough. I got worried for a second. But okay, so we can get rid of some of this junk. So that night vision potion. We need this to be able to kill the next boss. Apparently we got 2 of them. The mushrooms we can get rid of. I think I had a space for the spider eye, but it's... Yeah, let's keep it. I think I have a space in my backpack for that already, so why not, right? Okay. I kind of want to, like, go through this maze a little bit more before we teleport out. You know what? Those guys, they run up to you, run away, shoot slime balls at you, and if you hit them, they run away even more. So it's like, they're really more of a pain than anything else. So let's see what we can get from this. I don't think we need to any more than maze map focuses, under consideration of, you know, we already completed the maze, but I don't really know, you know, maybe. I just feel that it's a bit of a shame that we made the map and, oh crap. I think it's a bit of a shame that we made the whole focus thingy, and um, I'm pretty much done already. But this is the way the first half of the maze was too. Like, I had to search the entire freaking maze, but it turned out that the actual finishing thing was like right at the pretty close to the beginning. So I'm just gonna get rid of this stupid mushroom soup. And let's see if I can do this. And let's put the stroganoff in here. So we're gonna need that. We only need 1 of them, but you know, might as well. And I want to keep this because these things are special. One of the things down here is there's a secret room full of treasure, and that seems mildly interesting. And we're just gonna get rid of that stack of crackers too. We'll start stockpiling the next amount. I wish I'd have got a bigger backpack. See, a lot of this stuff can be used in Tinker's Construct. Not that it's particularly good, but it can be used in Tinker's Construct. But let's see if we can find that secret room before we teleport out of here. Well, that's a dead end back there. So I think we go this one. Looks promising. I'm not entirely sure what it looks like on the map focus. I know what it's supposed to look like on the map, but I think they're a little bit different. I tried using journey maps to try to help figure out where to go, but it didn't really, like, it doesn't give you a very accurate picture. Like, I'm sure I could have figured out a way to do it, but I'm not good with. I think that's it right there. See that dark square? I think that's what we're looking for. See, we can bust the wall because we have the whole magnet thing. So, busting through the wall isn't that big of a deal. And that means we get more building materials. Yay! I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to use this stuff for yet, but no way. I think that was it. And I think we lost everything. Maybe not. Might have survived. Yeah, it looks like we got a bunch of stuff at our feet. The magnet might have pulled it to us before the dynamite, blew it up. Yeah, I could care less about that. Yeah, it doesn't look like the thing I was looking for is here. It's something called, like, the maze breaker or something. It's like an enchanted pickaxe that's specifically used to, well, break mazes, I guess. Man, that is upsetting. I don't know if that was the actual room or not, though. I guess we'll keep looking, because, I mean, the pressure plates and stuff seemed right, but I don't remember there being a spawner in the room I'm looking for. And I mean, out of all honesty, we don't really need the maze breaker anymore, unless we decide to, go to a different maze and kill another Minotaur for whatever reason. Which, I mean, there's always a chance to do that. I mean, it's good fun. I mean, he was kind of tough. Not a whole lot of health, but he definitely packed a punch. But then again, my here's a treasure room. We can go ahead and search that out, see if there's anything good in here. I collect all the iron bars because it's like an easy source of iron. And I was collecting the TNT, but that was just off camera because, well, it plain and simple, it doesn't take me that, it takes a really long time to break all the stuff. So, I figured, when I'm off camera, it's not like I'm really pressed for time, so, See, I'm getting to the point where I'm like, oh, I kind of want to keep that, but, I like that more. And I guess I could get rid of a bunch of, like the stuff to melt down, because, I mean, I'm not really hurting for that kind of stuff right now, but at the same time, I mean, it'd be nice to have. They stack? Since when do they stack? Holy crap. Hey guys, potions stack. And grab those guys up, and that, and then we can put these in here, because they stack as well. I don't know if they're useful past the first time using them, but, Okay, well that does that. Okay, so where are we? We've got that middle section to search, the bottom left-hand corner, and a little bit in the straight south from us. So let's, guess we can try to shoot straight down south. I'm thinking that might have been the room that blew up. I just didn't think there was spawners in it. You know what I noticed? There's not a whole lot of enemies. If And I'm pretty sure, like, even if you beat the boss, they still spawn, like, the vanilla mobs. So that's a little weird. Yeah, I think that about does it. There's that little space over there. So I'm guessing that unless it's in that one little area we didn't check, which is, very possible, but I think we're just going to call it. Like, I don't have enough inventory space to pick up, nor do I really need, um, you know what, it'll be easier to just do this. Nor do I really need, any of the stuff that is, that's there. So, yeah. Um, I might try to kill another Minotaur at some point, see if I can get, um, I thought I forgot it. It's gonna be like, no, no way. But I might see if I can find it later. Now, I don't know if this works cross-dimension, but here we go. Aw, crap. I had to hit shift. Now I gotta, oh no. Oh no. Do I have any ender pearls and blaze rods? And a lead? Okay, so let's just calm down for a second. Alright, first problem is I've been throwing all the string away because, well, I don't need string. Because I have a ton of string back at the base. Second problem is I don't know if I have anything blaze powder. Oh yeah, there's some blaze rods. So I got enough stuff to make it if I could just find 4 string. I can make another magic tether. Sorry guys, well, that went. And then I'm basing that off of the fact that if it will work or not. I'm not sure. Like, I'm simply not sure. This might turn out to be a longer episode after all. I thought it'd be, easy to get back if I had the tether with me, but apparently that is not the case. What the trash, what the trash. Let's go into here, trash these guys. That can go into my inventory, that can go in my inventory. I think that's pretty much it. Get rid of those. That give us a couple more spaces. String. Looking for string. How can I make string? Plant fibers, if I can find something that's growing. That's like grass. I know I put some in a chest on this floor somewhere, but then I have to retrace all my steps to find the chest I put it in. That's a dead end. This is a dead end? They're all dead ends. But, I could... Maybe a sheep will spawn down here, and I can murder it. I know, because I don't think I could turn... I don't think I could turn wool into string on this one. So that's not going to work. Okay, so I'm thinking I put string in one of these guys. Ha ha ha. Ha ha. Ha. Ha ha. Alright. One of these. And I need 2 of you. And I need to make blaze powder out of one of those. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, and a slime ball. This is a lead. Then I need... Please tell me I can do this. I can't make blaze powder. How can I make blaze powder? Yeah, that's freaking typical. How do I make this guy? Any stone, the wooden gear. Yeah, I ain't gonna whip up one of those in a lever anytime soon. So, how do I get back without cheating? Uh, I'm pretty sure I didn't see an Eye of Ender in here. Nope. No Eye of Ender, no blaze powder. So that means I gotta figure out how to get back to the center of this, and then pillar up, and then get back to the center of this again, and then pillar up again. So I need to get... Actually, we gotta go back this way. Yeah, sorry about this, guys. So we are gonna go back and do our storage and stuff, but then I wasted the only thing I had, and now we're stuck walking back. Oh well, those stupid leads, like, I think it's a super cool idea, but, you know, I can't help but feel that the regular click thing doesn't have to be a function. I kind of feel like you could just not have that function. Well, the good news is we got to check out the rest of this. Well, most of the rest of the map. There's still a little piece I missed, but it's fine. It's fine. So let's pillar out of here, and then this area wasn't too far away from the actual start, but this map isn't going to be any use to us for this level, but that should be fine. It shouldn't be too hard to figure out. Hopefully, we just keep running in circles until we find it. Actually, no, this one should be really easy to find my way out of, because I vein mined a crap ton of stuff in this place, close to the beginning. So as soon as I start seeing this, I know I'm close. And here is the exit. So, it didn't go according to plan, which, you know, that's like the whole motif of my channel. This is, you know, this is the YouTube channel of AnotherBlock, and we never do things 100% the right way. Or something. Oh, if you notice, I got a couple stacks of these lily pads too, and I tried to get a bunch of the lily flowers as well. I think that'd be pretty cool. Now, if I go and switch maps here, on the map, on my little waypoint marker, you'll see that it is. Hang on, eventually you'll see the icon for the Minotaur. It's basically like a. Kind of reminds me of. Close to the map, it kind of reminds me of like a mossy cobblestone, like Minecraft block, is its icon. That's where you find the Minotaur. It's not the little lump thing. The little lump thing is either like a little ore deposit or something. Yeah, we're lagging right now. It's it's only right. I mean, we played for 26 minutes in the twilight, fought a boss, and didn't have any substantial lag. So I mean, it's about time. Like I said before, when things go according to plan, and I don't feel like, I'm being manipulated or poisoned, or my computer's being messed with, or it's getting made harder, that's when I worry. Because when it's normal and everything's not, super evil and decrepit, then I'm like, somebody's plotting something. Something's gonna happen. Like I said, I try to stay away from the whole paranoia thing, but you would seriously have to live my life. By no means, by no stretch of the imagination, am I paranoid. Like, you would have to like see, hear, and remember what I remember to realize what I'm talking about. So it's kind of bad, like, when I talk about it, because everyone looks at me like, when I try to like explain how I feel about certain things or what I see and like how things are. I'm not saying like it's not some like ESP crap or Sixth Sense talking to ghosts kind of nonsense. Just like how people conduct themselves in different patterns and stuff. And it's not like what's it called, psychosis? When you read one thing into another thing or something. One of my old, I call him a friend, but I guess I can't really call him a friend. I don't know what he is. He's okay. I mean, I don't have, as far as I know, I don't have a reason to not like him. So, I mean, I kind of just roll with it. But I whenever I was with my ex, about 2 exes ago, um, I ran in, or I started talking to this guy, and we went to school together. He was a year younger than me, and he was actually I think he was going to college for psychology. And I explained to him a little bit about what I could explain about some of the experiences I had over a length of time and things that I saw. And he said it kind of sounds like psychosis. And I was like, yeah, well, I mean, you're right, it does. But I mean, it's like it's like forced psychosis. It's like over a period of time. Can I? Okay, over a period of time, uh, see like see connections between things. And so long that now there are some things that make connections that ain't there. I wholly believe that. I don't believe that every single thing that I think is, more than a coincidence is more than a coincidence. But I do wholeheartedly believe that there's a lot of things that I see that are coincidence. Because, there's no way they could be. Now, I mean, I know that probably, like I said, I try to stay away from the paranoia kind of stuff. But honestly, that's the reality of the situation. If anyone watches this, they're probably going to be like, what are you even talking about? Why is this not working? Why it's not working? Just dimensions while I'm on a camera. That's why it's not working. You know what I need? I need to go up here. I need to get into here. I'm not going to be able to do that either. Oh, by the way, guys, while I can't access anything, and it's lagging again, this is my refined storage network. I don't like it. I don't have it completely fine-tuned yet, but I've got the wireless transmitter, the controller, the disk drive. Oh, there we go. Now it's working. The disk drive, the grid, and a capacitor bank. The generator I wanted to use wasn't cutting it, so I dug down deep and made 3 water wheels. That's still not working right. Okay, so I dug down and did 3 water wheels underneath the base, and it gives me an excess of like 20 RF a tick, so it's not going to allow me. Oh, it did allow me. It isn't going to show it because it's full right now. But I get like an excess of 20 RF a tick. It's not a big gain, but it keeps that capacitor full. I have this directly hooked up to my system, which it exports everything from that chest. I think pretty much everything goes right into its own drawer. I don't know. I don't think I did one for like bowls and stuff. So there's probably like a bunch of bowls stocking up in my thing that I'll have to take care of eventually. But so like tripwire hooks, they have a thing. Oh yeah, there's one for bowls. Bowls, bones, all these different fish. Well, these are the already cooked ones. These are gonna be taken out soon too. The raw fish and the salmon. But right now it's working on. I think it's working on these clusters, which is making a bunch of nuggets and putting those in my thing. But that's I have this thing running. It has an importer in the top of various raw foods. Or an exporter. This one's an exporter, and I can't access it through the covers. That's kind of sad, because I have to break the whole wall to be able to get in there. So I have exporters. This exports all the different raw foods and minerals into the chest, into the first thing. And then this exporter exports blocks of charcoal. And then this importer removes said item. So I've got a nice little system there. It's doing pretty much everything from the strainers automatically. Now I do need to. I think I have it set up that it does iron too. I hope so. If not, I'll figure something out for that. No, actually, I don't think I did set up for iron, because the iron nuggets can't be turned into iron bars. So I take the iron and the tripwire hooks and I melt them down like pretty much immediately. I tried to hook up a cable. Oh, by the way, all the cables are hidden. All the cables are like right here. Yeah, you can see I have it all vacated. It's all a big facade all around the room, whole way around. It's a facade. So, yeah. Now, I want to keep ender pearls, obviously. And then the leads can stay. I want to keep the splash potion of night vision. That could come in handy. Blaze rods, definitely. This could go in the trash. Actually, I have a drawer for that. I screwed up. One of the drawers I had, I put the void upgrade on it first, and then I unloaded all my stuff into it. And then I put the other upgrades in, so it took it down to like 512, and then it deleted the rest. So like I only have 512 eggs now, which I mean, honestly, that's not a huge deal. I mean, I took all the eggs from the kitchen, and I turned them into all the eggs from the kitchen, and I turned them into the bundles, or I turned them from the bundles to the other stuff. And I want to put like all the weird stuff in here for now until I figure out what I'm gonna do with it. The stuff that needs processing. But I ran a cable the whole way over. It didn't work. Like I thought it would connect to the kitchen as a multi-block. It does not. So that was kind of sad. So I couldn't. So I ended up moving the stuff that I had a large amount of over here, and that's what messed up my whole egg scenario. Okay, these guys. Let's open our grab bags. I wonder what it's going to give us. Like, I have a feeling that it's going to give us Twilight version ones, but I'm kind of hoping that it gives me, like, cool ones, you know? Like, ones I don't already have. Okay. Ironwood. Oh, cool. We got the Aurora Lies. That's that cool block from like the last, or the ice cream thing. That's the one I'm gonna harvest a crap ton of. And Nightly is like an iron ingot, so that's kind of cool. The shaders I'm pretty much just gonna plop in here. I'm probably gonna use the Aurora one on my drill, or if I get, or if I make the railgun, make an Aurora railgun, that'd be super cool too. But I think the rest of this is pretty much just gonna be plopped right into the storage thingy. Let's get rid of. Let's put everything in here that I'm not gonna just throw right to the storage. That goes somewhere else, which was my initial plan, but you know, you know. Let's make a drawer for this stuff. Get rid of all of it. The stroganoff needs to stay. I need it for the quests, and I want to keep a hold of these. But these guys all need a drawer. There's a different one. I'm trying to find all the different ones. I think this guy's a different one. And we'll have to give these all a drawer until I figure out what I want to do with them. Like when it comes down to it, I'll be eliminating the two bottom drawers here, so that'll be giving me more room, and I still have all these. And every single drawer has 2 gold upgrades and a void upgrade. So, I mean, that's pretty good. Okay, so that's taken care of. Is there anything else that I can put in the drawers as its own thing? I think, do I have a Twilight Oak thing, or is that something else I lost when I messed up? I do have a Twilight Oak thing. Let's take a bunch of this junk. Let me do that. What is this? Oh no, I don't have a Twilight Oak one. This is Limewood, I think. That's no, that for sure I had a Twilight Oak one. I probably lost it when I messed up. So interesting fact, if anybody plays this mod pack, unless it's just me, because there's a good chance it's just me. But when you play this mod pack, don't vein mine your drawers. It deleted all my items, so I had to finagle them back into reality. So, well, to the best of my capabilities, yet again. So, don't vein mine your drawers. Like that's my advice. I have 2 diamond minotaur axes. I guess not. Because I just... Okay, I thought I had 2 diamond Minotaur axes. I don't know why. This guy... Yeah, we can put him away. We can put the diamond Minotaur axe away, too. I'm not going to actually use it. Oh, there went my sandwich bag. Crap. Or, bag. Here we go. And we can put that and that away. Let's try to get all our stuff in, like, one area. Like so. Alright. And then I can probably put away... Yeah, we can put away a lot of this. Let's just put all of this away. Everything that we're not immediately using. Like this. We just throw that all in there. That'll make life a lot easier. Both of those have some stuff in it. I'm not sure what all's in there. I did get some ores. I did scavenge up a bunch of uranium. And apparently still leaf can go in there, which I wish I knew that. Because I would have condensed my inventory a little more. So uranium needs processing. Everything else is free and clear. So let's go back into here and get rid of these. They're empty. And we can fill this up with all this junk. And I think we're about one down the episode. I wasn't going to do like the putting all the stuff away on camera, but I figured we were winding down, so might as well. We can put that in there. So all the food items and stuff, I gotta take up to the kitchen. All the different armors, I'm gonna see what I can melt down. All these iron bars are gonna get melt down. All of these different things, aside from the shader there, is gonna go back into my inventory for the next Twilight episode. So, yeah, I think we're doing pretty good. I might see what different things I can make with the various Twilight materials, and maybe farm a couple of different trees I've seen, because it seemed like we got the desert. The desert, what's that stupid orange tree? Acacia. We got the desert acacia. We got a sugar maple. We got a twilight mangrove sapling, so there'll be different ones to farm up to see if there's anything I want to use for various food or various build things. I am curious of how this is doing. I have 3 16K storage units and 1 4K. I needed a 4K to get the achievement, so I did so. I guess we can actually, while we're wasting some time and sorting things out, we might as well claim up what we can. So I made the conduits. Not that big of a deal. The recipe's just conductive iron, which is iron and redstone. And then the binder is just binder stuff, which is basically, I think it's just basically a grout recipe, except it's gravel instead of sand or something. I don't know, it's real simple, but you just make conduit binder, that you cook it up. This thing, I don't know how to make this. I got it from a chest. So this is how you make it. I didn't actually make it. I got it from a chest thing. Pulsating iron is iron and ender pearls, but I got this from a chest as well, because I don't have a blast furnace yet. So that is that. And then in the digital age, we got a ton of stuff. All these stuff takes quartz iron and different storage patterns and a bunch of the processors. I'm not going to go through every one because, well, you can use JEI if you have to. It's not that hard. The stack upgrade, you need pretty much 4 speed upgrades, which speed upgrades are basically made with quartz iron and sugar. That's just a blank upgrade. The ranged upgrade is what I'm using for the other thingy, for this thingy. Lets me reach pretty much all over my base. There are places that it doesn't quite reach. The grid's the thing on the opposing side, and the thing that you need to make the wireless thingy I got. And then the exporter pulls items from your network to some storage. And then this is an external storage, which any chests you have on the outside or multi-block structures that hold items, you put this on there, it reads it, so then you can import and export right from it. And then the importer takes items from said inventory and puts it into the system. So this one works. Export items takes it from the system, not from the thing it's connected to, and the importer takes it from the thing it's connected to, not the system. So to me it's backwards, but I mean it's not that bad. It is backwards, but it's not that bad. And then the Twilight, we've got the Minnow Shroom, and I got to remake these maps. I'll do that off camera. That's a pain. At least this doesn't say it has to be blank, so it might work with the one I got instead of having to waste it in map focus, which I don't know if it's important, but I don't know. I don't know. And then we got our first gold coin. I thought we had those before, maybe not. And we have ancient coins somewhere, but we'll get that in another episode too, because we're at 47 minutes, so. Thanks for watching. Glad we can take on the Minotaur together, and I guess, next episode will be... We might do dungeon tactics and get a little bit more into refined storage and then go back to the Twilight afterwards. Because the Twilight can be a nice little break from, super crafting a ton of things. So, I think next episode we might get back into the actual progression. But we'll see. Maybe I'll make Dark Steel Armor next episode. Probably not. I think I have a couple steps to go before I can get that far. But, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.